Alright, but for this set, we have Ness and Palutena, Artisan, and PK Chris.
Go!
So, as far as player skill is concerned, most would look at this and say Chris has got this in the bag, but Artie traditionally handles playing against Nessus fairly well, and Palutena does really well against Ness. I'm not going to say it's like a super horrible matchup, but it is definitely not a fun one for Ness. Or at least to even keep the boat afloat.
Oh, 100%. Ness has to worry about getting out of disadvantage with Palu, which is one of her strong suits, let alone trying to deal with Nair. With Ness with his stubby moves, although they are kind of disjointed, still kind of get beat out by most of Palutena's projectiles.
Yeah, that's the major problem here, is that like with Palutena, it's pretty cut and dry what you want to approach with and what you want to contest space with. It's gonna be a lot of the dash attack and back air like you typically see, and those are fairly, like, besides the invincibility on them, they reach decently. But as you pointed out, Ness, he's a small lad. He doesn't have enough reach. Like, his Nair is large enough, and his back air reach is far enough, and that's like one tool.
Oh, yeah. It's almost weird looking at this matchup, because Palutena doesn't like small characters. Normally. Her short hop Nair actually gonna hit most of the smaller casts well. I think Ness is at the height where it will hit, but characters like Pichu, they hate. Can't hit them with the short hop Nair. And so, obviously, having to time your Nairs better compared to just short hop Nairing away, it's a lot harder for this matchup. But dealing with all of these hitboxes, Ness has trouble with. That's really good, though, being able to absorb the explosive flame. A lot of characters can't deal with that move with their reflectors or any of their stuff.
Like, not only does it, like, get rid of the issue of explosive flame, it's a decent chunk of health back on Ness.
Yeah, it only looked like 3, actually. I'm not 100% sure if that was correct, but it does not look like too much. Maybe because you're only absorbing the first hit, which is the weakest. And it might scale off damage or something like that. And that would be my guess to why it doesn't heal as much as it probably should.
And, like, even more important than that is the fact that, like, Psymagnet's a tool that Chris is already using to move around, especially when he wants to pressure his opponents. So, like, he's not changing anything to really, like, get through the storm.
Yeah, it's just allowing him to use his tool to a greater effect. Psymagnet in this game being one of Ness's actually better moves, leading to combos, confirms into grabs, a whole bunch of stuff. Also applying movement out of double jump cancels.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous, but right now, Artie, he's keeping the danger away by just edgeguarding Chris non-stop.
Yeah. Chris may be getting edgeguarded and stuck on the ledge, but he is nickel and diming at the moment, and Artisan cannot find this kill. And every time he uses a projectile, Chris is just finding a way to get some health off of that, whether it be explosive flames or the auto reticles, as he can absorb both.
Yeah, I think at this point, Artie would just be better off with, like, literally just run off Nair. Just drop zone Nair to cover it. Even though it's dangerous to tackle Ness off stage like that, especially one that's as aggressive as Chris, like, you do a lot by just existing.
Yeah.
Palutena just being there. Such a threatening force.
Ooh, that was a good down smash. Back counter and that's a stock. Up smash, really good. Chris actually used that up smash out of shield before, an option that actually killed in this game. As normally up smash was one of Ness's worst moves in all the other games. Now one of his better moves, as it hangs over the legends and you kill. Nesses have actually started to opt to doing stuff like up smash out of the PK fires, because most of the time to get out of PK fire, you want to go up and away, but because of the up smash covering it, it'll still connect and kill you at around like the 120 point.
Interesting.
Yeah, so obviously Chris has a big lead here, although this is definitely nothing to scoff at, as Palutena's comeback factor is huge. Artisan needs to start going off stage against Ness, though, as he's really just letting Chris get back, and that's what we wanted to see. Those drop-off Nairs allowing him to get these edge guards even better than before. And that was a good up smash to catch that PK Thunder, no fear.
I like that Artie's trying to keep his distance. Like, it's a better look, but he needs to figure out, like, better options when he has Chris in disadvantage.
Yeah, I think he needs to look for those juggles more. He's kind of just letting him land, and this horizontal pressure isn't what you want, especially with moves like Ness, Fair, and Bear and Nair, all allowing him to get off of him. He also needs to start punishing those PK Thunders off of the ledge, because he won't have regrab invincibility. So if he starts down tilting those or up smashing those, he can get a lot of mileage off that. He needs to just hold shield, wait for it, and then up smash it. Maybe have to punish.
Ooh, rising up air, a cute option. Doesn't look like Chris was prepared for it.
Oh, 100% not.
See, that's one of the things to appreciate about Artie, is like, when it comes to ultimate, like, a lot of people would just like peg him as an average Palutena. but he's been on the character for a minute. He played Palutena's throughout all of Smash 4, and for those who remember her, like in her original state, she was incredibly gimmicky. You needed to know how to use every single one of her tools.
And jab was one of her best moves. Now not, as the jab cancels are gone in this game, and Palutena got a ton of awesome jab cancels. Jab grab, jab dash attack. She had so much options off of that. Now they're gone, but she has moves like back air, fair still, and nair obviously is the biggest buff to the character. But that back air will seal it out. I think Artisan just needs to adapt more to going off the stage. He was honestly just letting Chris get back for free. Those explosive flames and auto reticles not working, as he was using side magnet a ton or just air dodging through it. And he just needs to start dealing with this landing that Chris is getting for free, as Artisan is trying to apply that horizontal pressure, but if he starts doing the pressure vertically with up airs and nairs to send him up and away, it can start going a lot more his favor. And they're going right back to PS2, as he thinks the stage was not the problem.
To be fair, I feel like the stage is actually working out well for Artie. It was just Chris was able to do more with like the time that he had when the stage was in his own control.
Oh yeah.
Because like majority of that match was Chris playing from the ledge. It just happened to be that every time Artie would get some damage on, Chris would get more important damage.
That's true. Yeah. He also was having trouble sealing out those stocks. He was living fairly long. That's another problem he was facing.
Yeah, Ness is not the kind of character you typically want to see living to like around 160, 180. It's a good mark of the player, so good on Chris, but like, yikes, he's a little man. He does not need to be living that long.
Oh, that's a stock. Or no, it's not. Chris actually didn't get the optimal punish he could have gotten off that jab lock. And most of the time when a Ness gets that jab lock, they'll do down tilt side magnet, because that'll push the player into the tipper part of that forward smash.
That sounds vile. Alright, so with that, I believe Bochi's going to be off to play a match soon. We're still here for Artisan, Chris. I like how Chris has gotten like increasingly violent with his show pressure as the set has gone on. Oh, who? Who the hell is King Boji? Alright, never mind. I can't hear when I have headphones on. Boji's still with it.
Alright, never mind. I'm still here.
Artie?
Alright. Artisan is having a lot more trouble this game. His lead is actually much bigger than it was. Chris might have been living for a long time, but he was only down 1 stock. Now being down 2 stocks, the Ness's 3 stocks is super bad, especially when you're not getting these punishes on these edge guards. That was a really good runoff Nair. As I say, he wasn't punishing him.
That's the ticket. The runoff Nair is what I've been waiting to see this whole time.
Yeah.
And mind you, I think Artie's hesitated a bit too much in this set for it to really like compound into like true adaptation. But the fact that he saw results for it immediately, I'm hoping leads to seeing a little bit more. Like, we joke about Paolo's Nair being really good for a reason.
Does this work?
Yes.
Am I on?
Yeah.
Hey!
Hi.
Can the people hear me?
No.
The whole family's on the mic now.
Whole family?
Yeah.
Yo, Frank, you're not included.
That's crazy.
I don't want to hear it.
Yo, is that a back row? That's my Ness stuff.
Alright, so Chris is just trying to schmoove right now. There's no better way to put it. He just wants to hit him with some style points, although obviously Artisan doesn't want to get hit by any of that. Just wait for... Oh, that was a good mix-up. He's been going to ledge a lot. Dealing off that explosive lane. Ooh, and you are dead.
Oh, okay.
That was a good down air.
He got styled.
What?
He got styled on.
He really did. It was what Chris was looking for, and he got it, to say the least.
They call him PK for a reason.